Welcome to the Handyman System Podcast, your ultimate guide to building and running a successful handyman business. If you are an aspiring or working handyman or contractor and you're looking to learn business pricing, marketing, or automation strategies, you have come to the right place. So join us as we dive into the actual tips and proven strategies to help you nail down your business goals and renovate your path to success. Your hosts are myself, Becca Ellison. I am the CEO of the Handyman System, a marketing agency that helps handyman businesses thrive, and I am often joined by Caleb Ingram, the CEO of North Seattle Handyman. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Handyman System Podcast, where we connect business strategy and mindset with the everyday reality of running a handyman or home service business. I'm your host, Becca, and in today's episode, we're going to be tackling questions that I hear all the time. I launched my website, but I'm not getting any new clients. What gives? It's a common pain point, and it's one that can feel super frustrating when you've invested time, money, and energy into getting your online presence up and running. So today, we're going to break down what's really going on behind the scenes when your website isn't working for you, how to go from crickets to conversions with a smart strategy that doesn't rely on luck or a miracle. What we're going to cover in this podcast episode is why your website might be sitting in a silo and why that's a problem, the real timeline of SEO and what it takes to see results, how Google is watching your engagement and activity on your website, what you can do this week to increase traffic and interaction, the role of referrals, ads, and social, boosting visibility, and a mindset shift that will help you use your website as a business tool, not a billboard. And at the end, a quick 6-step checklist to figure out what's really going wrong and how to fix it. All right. First things we got to talk about is your website is not a magic wand. A lot of people fall into the if I build it, they will come trap. And we assume that having a website means new leads should just show up like clockwork. But here's the deal. Your website's more like a toolbox than a magnet. It holds all your tools, your services, contact info, reviews, why they should pick you, not the other guy. But you still have to actually use it and send it to people for it to work. And if you're not actively directing traffic to your site through social media, your Google business profile, reviews, ads, word of mouth, then Google has no reason to think your website is relevant or helpful. So search engine optimization is what we help our clients set up. And there's 3 different aspects of search engine optimization. There is the one-time optimization to make sure that Google knows you exist, which is great and what we set up all of our clients for. There's your Google business profile so that when you show up on the map screen, that's more of a local SEO tactic. And then there's ongoing continued content and updates that you want to do for SEO for your website to stay relevant for Google. Okay. So really, at the end of the day, search engine optimization, which is SEO, is a long game. It's not uncommon for local service businesses to wait 3 to 6 months before seeing any real traction from SEO, even if the site is optimized. But here's the catch. SEO results only come when there's activity. So Google cares a lot about, is your website updated? How many people visit and stay on your page? Are people showing up, staying for 10 seconds and bouncing? That's not a good sign. They want to know whether a user takes action, like clicking onto a phone number or submitting a form or clicking on multiple different pages. That shows, those are signs that people are liking what they're seeing and they're learning more about your services. And they also want to know if other trusted websites are linking to your site. So if your website is just sitting there like a digital brochure without fresh content or traffic, it's not giving Google the trust signals it needs to rank you. And that's why I talk to my clients all the time about, you want to blog, you want to update, you want to add things, add those pictures of those befores and afters. They are a critical aspect of getting your business in front of the right people because it's showing updating, it's showing engagement, it's showing usability, it's showing new things that people want to see. Okay. So the next step to think about is engagement and how that matters. And yes, even from you. So even you clicking on your website, sharing it in posts and directing traffic to your website helps. There are some simple ways to increase engagement. Post your website link on social media weekly. Link your site in Facebook groups when people ask for help. Add your website to your email signature. Ask past clients to leave Google reviews and mention your website. The goal is to get people to go to your website and engage. And each of these small actions gives Google more data that your site is relevant, helpful, and active, which is going to boost your visibility over time. So the goal is boosting visibility because at the end of the day, marketing is a numbers game. If you want somebody to inquire, you need a certain amount of people that end up on your website before you're going to get an inquiry. And you need a certain amount of people inquiring before you actually get people to say yes to work. It is 100% a numbers game. And the more eyeballs you get on your website, the more business you're going to get. So if you're listed on platforms like Google Business Profile, Yelp, Nextdoor, or Thumbtack, you want to make sure those listings link back to your website. If you're running ads, even a small Facebook or Instagram ad, point those ads to a specific service page on your website, not just your home page, and make sure the page is designed to make it easy for people to contact you. When you post job photos, talk about your services on social media, always ask yourself, how can I link my service page on my site in this conversation? How can I get a link to my website that might get people who are interested over there and browsing? Little by little, you're going to build stronger traffic streams that show Google and potential clients that your website matters. What can you do this week if your website feels dead? If your website's been up for 3 or more months and you've had almost no inquiries, here's a quick start action plan. Post your website on your personal and business Facebook pages. Add or double check your website link on your Google Business Profile. Ask 3 to 5 past clients to leave a review and include your website link. Share your most popular service page in a neighborhood or community group. Update a blog post, a photo gallery, a service description. Google loves fresh content. Google literally will come and their little boss look at your website page, and the very first thing they do is say, they look at the data inside of it and say last updated on. And if they say, oh, this was last updated in 2023, they skip right on past. They have nothing to say. Now, if you updated it, and let's say you changed 3 words on your website page and resaved it, that's new data. And Google doesn't know that it was 3 words. It needs to come and see what happened. And they're going to come and check it out and now recognize you have new content. So these small tweaks can make a big impact over time. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about are 6 quick and simple steps to diagnose why your website might not be working. And we're going to walk you through a checklist that helps you pinpoint the issue using real data. Now, the number one thing that you want to check is you want to measure your website traffic. There is a good chance that it's not anything wrong with your website. It's just that there isn't enough people coming to your website. If you've had 100 people on your website in the last couple of months and you've gotten 2 inquiries from it, that's actually pretty darn good. That's actually a pretty darn good conversion rate. All right, 6 steps to diagnose why your website isn't working. We're going to walk you through a quick checklist that helps you pinpoint the issue using real data. So first and foremost, if you're using Google as a part of your strategy, you want to make sure that Google knows you exist. So you're going to go to Google Search Console. You can just search for it on Google. You're going to make sure your site is connected and pages are being indexed, and look for any indexing errors or warnings. If you go, what are you talking about? What is Google Search Console? That's one of your biggest problems, because by submitting your website to Google Search Console is essentially raising your hand and saying, hey, Google, I exist. If you don't do that, Google has to basically run across a link to your website somewhere else to even know that your website exists. But if you submit your website to Google Search Console, which is free to do, it's a tiny bit technical, but it is not hard to do at all. If you do that, then Google knows you exist and will start to put you in the queue to get crawled regularly. Once you're in there, you want to make sure your sitemap is submitted, your pages have been indexed, and it literally will say this many pages have been indexed, which is basically Google saying, yeah, if somebody searches this website page can show up. If they say you have pages that are not indexed, that's saying that Google's like, nope, this web page won't show up if somebody searches for it no matter what. It doesn't exist in the reference of Google. If you find web pages that you want to be indexed, you could just say submit to index. So it's a little bit tedious to do, but it is extraordinarily powerful. You want to look for any indexing warnings or errors and fix them. All right, number 2 is measure your website traffic. You want to use Google Search Console or Google Analytics and check how many visitors you've had in the last 30 days. You want to see how many people are landing on which pages, how long they stay, do they click around, are they there for 2 or 3 minutes, or are they there for 2 or 3 seconds? If they're there for 2 or 3 seconds and then they leave, that tells Google that whatever it is that they were looking for, they did not find it. But if they're there for 2 or 3 minutes or longer, it says to Google, hey, this is valuable and useful. Now, if they fill out an inquiry form and they submit and they click a lot of buttons, that's telling Google more and more this is valuable. Now, the most thing to pay attention to when you're measuring your website traffic is how much there is of it. If you have had your website up for 3 months and you've had 100 people show up on it, well, first of all, probably 20% of them is you, right? Or your mom or something like that. So that's, let's say, 80 or so people that have seen your website, and maybe you only got 1 or 2 inquiries. That's actually not bad statistics. If you're looking at people that are looking at your website to an inquiry, that's actually decent. Now, 1 or 2 inquiries isn't great, but that's because you don't have enough people getting to your website, right? So it's a numbers game. The more people you have, the more conversions you'll get. Next, you want to track what visitors do next. Are they submitting an inquiry form, a contact form? Are your phone number and booking buttons easy to find? If traffic is coming but no one is inquiring, it's usually a content or a layout issue. So step 1 is saying, hey, how many people are showing up here? If not enough people, then it's not a website issue, it's a visibility issue and you need more people. If a lot of people are showing up and you're not getting leads, then you go, okay, what are we not answering? What problems are we not solving to get them to inquire? Why are we not standing out? And that's a content or layout issue to look for. The key thing is what I see a lot of handyman businesses do is on your website, you're like, hey, you can call us or you can inquire or you can DM us on Instagram. It's really hard when you tell people to do 5 different things to gauge what is working and what is not. That's why I usually suggest to lean in and just say, hey, here's an inquiry form. You make your phone number available, but not as visible, and you point everybody to your inquiry form, because that way you know exactly how many people are going to your website and inquiring versus going to your website. And what if they went to your website and then got distracted by your Instagram, went to Instagram and inquired over there? You think that was your Instagram, but it was your website, right? Because you gave too many options. So being clearer and limiting how many ways people can reach out to you can make it a lot easier to tell what is working and what is not. And the other thing you want to do is log where those leads are coming from. You need to ask every lead, how did you hear about us? And track those answers in a simple spreadsheet. If you have an inquiry form, like what we do for our ReadyWell websites is we have an inquiry form that asks how people found out. And then you can track how people are learning about you from that answer. Oh, Facebook group. Oh, Google. Oh, a friend recommended me. You can see how much of those jobs are, or how many of those referrals, or how much of that visibility is working in your favor. And then 6 is that you want to let the data tell you what to fix. Traffic is low, focus on visibility and referrals. Conversions are low, focus on messaging and call to actions on the actual website. Data takes your guesswork out, and then you review it monthly and adjust accordingly. So at the end of the day, your website is only as powerful as your strategy, and it's only as effective as the activity surrounding it. Don't treat it like a trophy. Treat it like a living part of your business. Keep it updated, send traffic to it, and use it as the hub of your marketing. And remember, the data is always going to tell you what's working and what's not. You just need to look, tweak, and try again. How to read that data or where to start, you can reach out to us. We're here to help. You can book a strategy call at thehandymansystem.com/call, and we'll help you plan out a clear path to get your website working for you. Now, one thing that we will go into on a deeper level on another episode is using social media and ads to help with the visibility, right? So the thing to think about at the end of the day are these things. If you don't have a lot of traffic on your website, then you need to figure out ways for more people to find out about your business. That can be SEO, that can be social media, that can be word of mouth, that can be ads. If you have a ton of people coming to your website and no one is inquiring, that's saying that your messaging, your call to action, something on the website is not aligned. And those are the two easiest places to start to make it clear to you what is and is not working. Okay? If you found today's episode helpful, take a moment to leave us a review, share it with a fellow home service pro who needs it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Handyman System podcast so you never miss a strategy-packed episode like this one. Until next time, remember your website is a tool. The more you use it, the more it's going to work for you. So that wraps up another episode of the Handyman System podcast. I hope you found today's insights valuable. Remember, success isn't just about knowing the right tools. It's about taking action and building your business every single day. If you've enjoyed the show, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with anyone you think might find it valuable. Until next time, keep building and keep improving.